Be helpful when possible is one habit that I'm going to be sharing in this very short video because of my personal life experience. Now, when I was minding my business, taking my walk, getting on with life, someone approaches me and they say, "Excuse me, do you know how I can get to Gateway Station? I'm looking to get the monorail." I said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Remember, this is also a new country that I've just come into. I was like, you know what? However, what I can do, I can actually help you find it. What does Google Map tell you? So we walk, we turn left, we walk a little bit, we turn right, we're not getting anywhere. Mind you, it's hot where we are. We go inside the train station, we get a little bit of air. Can we go out again? So we start asking the locals, where can we get the monorail? And we're trying to get to Gateway Station. So the directors into the direction where this chap had been there before. He's like, "No, I've been here before. I am not going to go back to where I've been." I'm like, "No, let's give it a go," because we'd already asked two locals and they were pointing us to the direction of, they pointed us the same direction. So I said, let's go. So we make our way, and then eventually, thank God, we actually find Gateway Station. And he says thank you, and then I ask him, "Where are you going?" And then he says, "I am going to Palm Jumeirah." I'm like, "What's there?" And he's like, "Oh, they are private beaches and it's a tourist attraction." I'm like, "Okay, no problem. Let me have a look and see what it is." So we get to the station, I pick up a map, and then from there I look, I'm like, "Whoa, this looks nice." And then I was like, "Okay, let's find out how much it costs." And it turns out it doesn't cost that much to just be on the rail while you're looking at these private beaches that have been man-made. And I thought, why not? Why not? Because there's a reason why this chap approached me, and then the next minute I jump on the train and I'm starting to view these stunning views. Honestly, no word of a lie, this is real. These views are beautiful. But we get inside the monorail. Obviously, there are different people that have come from different countries. They are there. They are making loads of noise. They're enjoying themselves as well. But as you can see, we're just passing by one of the private beaches, and it is really, really stunning and is really, really amazing. But anyway, just to conclude on the story with this chap that asked me for directions, he got onto the train, he sat where he was sitting, and then he carried on with his journey because he had a short amount of time to be in Dubai because he was going to fly out to America. I was like, wow. So he just stopped over to Dubai, coming to check the scenery, and then from there he was flying to America. I'm like, wow, other people are definitely blessed, but I think the person who was even more blessed was me for actually being encountering him, because if I hadn't encountered him, I wouldn't have had the idea or thinking of going anyway, because I was just having a look at the local place and then taking it from them. However, here we are just going past one of the stations, but look at that view. That's one of the private beaches. Trust me, at this point I am not yet familiar with the names, because I have just arrived and I'm trying to figure out how this, the rail system, the trail system, the bus system, the system, how it works. Now the view that you're looking at there, you are looking at Atlantic the Royal. No, I tell a lie. It's called Atlantic the Palm. Atlantic the Palm. It's a beautiful building. I haven't been there. Maybe at some point God might bless me and I might just be there. But as you can see, private beach. Cannot see not many people there, but if you're lucky you might see one or two. But however, it is a private beach. So I asked one of the locals, I said, okay, how can I access this beach? They were like, private. Everything here in Dubai is private. I'm like, okay, no problem, but I'm sure there are areas that are not all private. They've given you a few directions to it, and I will head there. Not sure when exactly, but once it cools down, because traveling during the day for me it's a little bit too hot. So I'm one person who is more likely going to travel either early hours of the morning or late in the evening, just to work with the current weather condition. And the aircon system, I must say, it is beautiful. It is beautiful, and I think here we must have been arriving at the last stop, and that will be Atlantic Adventures. So that's where there is the adventure park, and it's so beautiful. But I did say that the monorail was filled with so many people, and these were tourists. Oh my goodness, they really were having fun. I think when you are traveling, it's nice to travel as a group because you can actually enjoy yourselves, but it's also good to travel on your own because you can actually take in the scenery without maybe worrying much about anyone. So there we go, Atlantic Adventure. And here you can come out, beautiful palm trees, not stating the obvious. And then when you cross the road over, there is the sea, but it's difficult for you to actually go on it because it's got loads of there's barricade plus massive stones. So I thought I'm not going to hang around here. Not only is it hot, I can't even access the beach or the sea. So maybe next time one might come when it's a little bit cooler, then one can just take a walk across, or just along, not even across, trust me, I can't even go across. It's like the walk along the beach. However, this is the hotel that I said it is, well, not even it is, it's more of the Atlantis, the Palm. So here there is me trying to walk along. See, I did tell you about the stones, not easily accessible. So from this point onwards, I think to myself, no, you know what, let me just head back because there is less I could do. So I start making my way back, and I enter again onto the monorail. And when I enter into the monorail, I then have a beautiful view of the adventure park. But I must confess, it seems as if me and my fellow travel mates were doing the same thing. Love this tree. This tree seems to be appearing in most countries I go into, and this is maybe one bus I might just hop onto one of these good days and see what one can see. So there we go, I get onto the Atlantic Adventure Station, and this is the Atlantic Adventure theme park. And where I am zooming, that is the Atlantis, the Royal Atlantis, the Royal. This place I'm talking about, Dubai as a place, where I am, Marina, it has got beautiful buildings. Now the buildings, if I may say, are built, they've got, the structures are one solid and strong, and inside these tall structures it's more like a city that lives in there. Honestly speaking, it's like rooms inside rooms inside rooms inside rooms, and then inside the whole building you can find things like the gym, you can find a school, you can find the swimming pool. So it's like, whoa. Anyway, it was one of those things, but this is me just saying my final goodbye to the Atlantic Station, and this is inside the monorail. Nice aircon, and is beautiful, comfortable. And one thing I want to say, honestly speaking, this place is clean. It's very clean. There you go, you can see again the Atlantis, the Royal Atlantis, the Royal Sea. It's beautifully built, honestly speaking. And look at that private beach. The water looks nice and clean, and look at the island and the buildings that have just been placed on the island. I think it's awesome. It all started with being helpful. I started just helping someone, and then the next minute is I find myself exploring all these things. honestly, the only thing I can say at this point is I am truly humbled, and I'm truly grateful. This is a sight to behold. This place is honestly beautiful, and it's really, I cannot emphasize on the cleanliness. It's not that I'm coming from places that are not so clean, but if you see the streets being clean, if you see elevators or lifts being clean, it's like, whoa, it is definitely a nice place, including their monorail, super clean. And yeah, aircon, speaking smack, yet to explore a little bit more. And so far I'm enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. And I know this video is one of my longest videos, but I couldn't just keep this beauty to myself. I thought, you know what, let us share all that I am experiencing. Why? Because I share my personal experiences, and when I share my experiences, I'm actually sharing one habit for success. Check today, all I needed to do, I was just being helpful where possible. I helped someone, and then when I helped someone, I ended up going through this wonderful journey and seeing all these beautiful buildings, seeing the beautiful beaches, seeing everything that is beautiful. So therefore I couldn't keep this to myself, and I thought, you know what, you might as well just enjoy the scenery with me, but keeping in mind that you are actually developing that success habit of making sure you are helping someone when possible. So be helpful when possible is today's habit that we're trying to develop. If someone is asking you for directions, if you know, please do direct them, but if you're not sure, help them, work it out together. So be helpful when possible, because you never know where it's going to land. But not to be reckless, meaning that you really need to be safe as well, because it's important to be safe, because we know sometimes not everybody is genuinely looking for help. Other people might be looking to take advantage, which is not a nice thing. However, once again, it's just be helpful when possible, because you never know where or what God might have in store for you. As long as you've got that heart of being helpful, I'm sure God will always be on your side. Anyway, this is me coming to Gateway Station and coming to the end of my trip. Just want to say thank you so much for those that have subscribed, and those that continue to subscribe, those that share and they continue to share. And this is just a representation of Palm Jumeirah, and you find this at Gateway Station. And thank you so much, and like I say, God bless you.